Hello and welcome to the West Coast Sauce Podcast. I hope everybody's having a good day, unless you're a Flames fan. If so, then I hope it's raining on you somewhere, extinguishing you. You feel me? I'm Garrett, here with Grady. How you doing, buddy?
Doing good. How about you?
Dude, just kind of recovering from the decisions I made this week. Lots of classes, a couple beers. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Yeah, rough week.
Yeah. So to cap it off, Friday night, Ducks lose 6-1 against the Calgary Flames, and dude, it's infuriating. I hate losing to the Flames more than anybody. A loss at this point in the season for the Ducks isn't the worst thing, but
Yeah.
it's just I hate losing against them.
Yeah. At this point, yeah, it's kind of nice to get those losses, so you're getting lower in the standings and teams keep on crawling up. Because we started getting pretty high for a little bit there. We're like in seventh to last or so. But yeah, anytime you lose to the Flames, it sucks.
Yeah, but good news for the Flames is they got some forward scoring, which they've had a weird run before the game where they went multiple games without a goal from a forward or something like that. I don't even
Interesting.
know. And
Yeah.
then just floodgated against the Ducks. I feel bad for Ryan Miller. Kind of had a poor performance. I thought. I don't know. I didn't watch the whole game because once it got bad and I had to go. So
Yeah, I didn't watch any, so just saw the alert 6-1.
that being said, baseball's back, and that's kind of been on TV at the bars. So they haven't been playing hockey as much, which is interesting. But it is the opening weekend for the MLB, and the Blue Jays are. I think they won yesterday, so that's good for all the Canadian people out there hogging
Yeah.
up the screen, though at the bars. I will say that. All right, so even though the Ducks had a bad loss the other night, Sam Steele, Hattie.
Yeah, what a show. The kid put on a show and had some nice goals for sure. The first and the penalty shot one was really nice too, but good for the kid and his confidence for sure to get that hat trick in his rookie year.
Yeah, and I think he's slotting in well with Troy Terry and really whoever else he's put with. I like that line with Terry and Sherwood. They're just hounding the puck, making plays, and it's real fast hockey that they're playing out there.
Yeah, it's definitely the future for us. But speaking of Terry, I did hear something last night that he took a shot from Giordano and left the arena in a boot. So
Yeah, I heard that as well.
not sure on the whole story there, but not great news. But it is close to the end of the season. But for goals fans, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a tough one, and you're putting yourself out there for the boys, but Gio also has a super heavy shot. That guy can really rip it. So, uh, best of luck for Troy Terry. I hope his foot's okay. Seriously, that's can't be a good feeling. Even
Yeah.
though they do wear foot guards on the Ducks.
Yeah, they all have the mandated foot guard on their skates, but still, anytime from a guy like that, and if you're leaving in a boot, it's not always good.
Yeah, that's back when I played roller hockey. You
Yeah.
didn't really wear pads. You just wore
No.
like the shinnies and stuff.
Maybe.
And, yeah, and I liked wearing the shinnies because I liked blocking shots. But
Yeah.
I went to block a shot where I forgot my shinnies one game, and oh man, I was so scared. But I just got as close as possible, and he didn't rip it. So
That's good.
oh man, yeah, my life just flashed before my eyes. I could already imagine pain. I mean, we've all been hit in the shins with a hockey puck,
Yeah.
and it's just never fun.
Brutal, yeah.
The foot is the worst. Oof. Once you take that skate off, you're not
Yeah.
putting it back on.
No chance.
Yikes. Woo. Oh, that gives me chills. For real. All right, what else is happening? Quinn Hughes, another rookie, made his debut for the Vancouver Canucks. And it was
Yeah.
sick.
I was really
And,
sick.
yeah, a lot of people were saying, "Oh, he's too small, he's not going to be able to." And then he comes in and he's just running show on on the Kings.
Yeah.
And the Kings are one of those teams that has a philosophy to build on grit and size.
Mm-hmm.
So they're one of like the anti Quinn Hughes archetype teams.
Yeah.
And he just burned them. He wheeled and dealed.
Yeah, he definitely did, and he got that assist. That assist was amazing. The one where he went behind the net and banked it off the back, and then just did everything himself. And then Besser finished. But what a great performance for him. There was no shortage of confidence. Yeah, he was so confident with the puck. It was great to see in his first game.
Yeah, and seeing the Hughes Besser connection to American. Besser's American, right? College.
Yeah, North Dakota.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 college guys just getting it done. I like to see that.
Yeah, definitely. And that overtime was great.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah. Any overtime's pretty good these days, honestly.
Yeah.
They need to get rid of the shootout and just do 3-on-3 until a win.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna some teams gonna score within 10 if they have it at 10 minutes. Some teams gonna score within the first 10 minutes for sure.
Dude, if they're playing the Ducks, there's a good chance they'll score in the first minute.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, and I think it'd be more interesting. I mean, shootouts are cool, but I mean they're shootouts still.
Yeah.
At least the 3-on-3 you can go with some strategy.
Definitely. Yeah, you're not ending a game on a
what they
one-on-one.
Should do?
What?
They should do a half rink. They should bring out those motor controls, the big old foam things, and put those up. And be like, all right, half rink.
Cross eyes.
Imagine buying like glass seats on the wrong side for overtime. So it's just like empty.
Cross eyes.
You're looking at the back of a net from 180 feet.
Mini nets.
Floor hockey. Everybody's on their knees with mini sticks.
Everyone just on their knees across the blue line, waiting for their turn.
They just do curling, dude. Get rid of the shootout. Now, like you have to be good in 2 sports.
Yeah, you should really tell Batman about that one.
Hey, Batman, we'll trade you 3 sausages for curling overtime. Something like that. I don't know. But, dude, anything other than the shootout. I think a longer overtime would be cool. I just don't know how the fans feel. Or, not the fans. The fans want it. But, like, the management and how the players... Because, like...
Yeah,
some players don't leave the ice in 3-on-3.
Yeah, and depending on how long it could go, just the extra increases of injury, ice time for players and stuff like that. If they're in back-to-backs, there's a whole bunch of different details you got to go in.
Yeah, but who knows? Maybe one day somebody will come up with a solution that's better at some point.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but I don't really feel like too much has happened in the NHL.
Just Ducks winning, losing, winning, losing.
Well, we got eliminated from playoff contention a couple days ago. So, I mean, there's that, like, ooh, yay, missing the show.
Yeah.
But, kind of a bummer. And kind of even a bigger bummer that not only are we not making the playoffs, is, like, the Flames are going to get the Pacific Division title.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that does suck, but they're going to have to pass some good teams. In my opinion, it's going to be hard for them to get past either San Jose or Vegas anyway within our division, but it will be an entertaining playoffs for sure.
Yeah. That'd be cool. And then I don't know. I just feel like it's been a slow week for hockey, especially for me. Like, I've been really busy in the school and just kind of doing that. And, there's really no news that I'm seeing. Like, last week was boring, too. I mean, there's just been a bunch of boring days.
Everyone's just fighting for playoffs.
Yeah, it's that time where, it's like, oh, who's going to play who in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then it's like a bunch of other just schlubby teams, honestly.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, wow, like a bad team beat a good team, and that's bad for the good team. Like, that's the most interesting thing you'll hear. I mean...
Yeah, I mean, right now... Yeah, right now, I mean, just looking at the standings, you can maybe see a couple matchups already. Maybe San Jose, Vegas looks like that might be likely to happen there.
Yeah.
And then in the East, the Boston, Toronto, everyone's been talking about that.
Yeah, that's going to be really good, and I'd like to see Boston win that so badly.
I'm on the Boston bandwagon for sure. I love Boston. I love the team that they've built there. They got a good chance. They deserve it.
Yeah, dude. If they win the Stanley Cup, Boston will have won the Super Bowl, the World Series, and the Stanley Cup.
That's crazy. That will be crazy
like,
for
all
that
within,
city.
I know, seriously. And then like they still get pissed off.
Yeah. They're
it's
still
like,
mad about
what are you guys
something.
complaining about? It's like the Bruins haven't won in so long. It's like the Patriots won like 6 times.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just mad because Gronk retired.
Yeah. No, they're just mad because like their basketball team isn't living up to itself.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, one of our teams sucks out of like first, fourth. Oh.
Yeah.
I love it. But I think that would be amazing because I think, first of all, the Maple Leafs have the same amount of points as the Islanders. And the Maple Leafs are the one with Tavares. And if they get knocked out by the Bruins, not only because they already hate each other, and it would enrage Toronto. And when the Toronto media is enraged, it's music to my ears.
Yeah.
Because they just feed their East Coast bias through the television everywhere. It's horrifying. And it's like Tavares is their future. I don't know. It's weird. And I want to see them out, and I want to see them crying about why they signed Nylander. Like, oh, we signed this kid and he didn't get us like a win in the playoffs. It's like, we waited a whole season for this. Dubas out.
Yeah. Hearing them all and they have to sign, I mean, what, Gardner's a UFA. I think they have to sign Kapanen. So the team that they have right now, you'd like to see them win right now before they have to sign some. And Mitch Marner has to be signed too. It's going to be a rough one.
How long is Freddie signed for them? I think he has 3 more years.
Yeah, I think it was 5 when he first went over to them from the Ducks.
So 2 more years?
3, somewhere around 2
After
or 3.
This?
Yeah, but looking at the standings right now, though, I mean, the scores right now, Maple Leafs play at the Islanders on Monday again.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fun game to watch.
Yeah,
if you're listening to this, watch that game because you're gonna hear some really good chants.
Yeah,
and I want to check out the Islanders subreddit, see what they're planning. There'll be some funny stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I have nothing against like the Maple Leafs, like players.
No,
it's just like, oh man, you guys got like so many good players, or at least you convince yourself that they're good players. Like Austin Matthews is clearly the best player on that team, I think.
Yeah.
And then Tavares. I mean, they're sick. They're just sick. All of them are sick, but
yeah, Marner's
dope.
Ridiculous. Yeah, that talent is ridiculous, and they just got a bunch of these guys that can at least. I mean, they're not like huge stars, but they're throwing in 20 goals, so they're just depth down the lineup.
It's going to be interesting what happens with Gardner because I know a lot of teams are going to be looking to snatch him.
Yeah, and then not a lot of. I don't know how many fans in Toronto really like him.
Yeah, you never know. You never know who they like because it's like one bad game.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, do you know how often like there's nights on Twitter where it's like the same person will tweet that they hate and love Kadri like 7 times. It's like, I hate Kadri. Oh,
Gosh.
Kadri, I love him.
He's your
Kadri, a penalty, you stupid idiot. It's like
your third line
it's
center.
just-
It's like it's lethal right there. Third line
yeah,
center for
exactly.
him.
That's nutty right there.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's what the Ducks were a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't really. We lost to Chicago. Bummer.
Yeah,
Big
hate to see
bummer.
it happen.
Yep. But yeah, I didn't expect the Islanders to be this good this year, to be honest.
No, I mean they have. I mean, obviously everyone their futures in Barzell, but they got a lot of other guys like Lee and Bailey, and then they got other guys stepping up. I mean, they have that fourth line with like Cizikas, who just hit 20 goals, I believe, and Clutterbuck. They have like four lines who can run. It's just, I mean, they have a goalie who stepped up, but their D-core is not really. Just like everyone's kind of just doing it as a group under a good coach for sure that knows how to win after last year.
Yeah, and it's gonna be pretty. I was coming from like their best player left. I wasn't sure how it was gonna work out without that core centerman.
Yeah.
And it's worked out well for them, and I'm happy for that organization. They're getting a new stadium, I think. And the future is bright for the Isle.
Yeah, for sure. Wallstrom just signed.
Yeah.
Wallstrom signed their 3-year.
That's awesome.
They got some good. They got a Kiefer Bellows down there. He's a good player. If Hosing can get his game,
that's a pick
Michael.
That, we wanted
Michael
for the Ducks.
Michael Del Cole. I mean, hasn't lived up to his potential, but they got some. They got some bright stars. Dobson, defenseman.
Yeah. Well, we'll just have to see how that comes in the playoffs. Playoffs are going to be really interesting this year, I think.
They'll be very entertaining.
Islanders versus the Leafs. That would be a crazy, conference. Yeah,
that would be.
Dude, they would just go at each other.
Tavares wouldn't even be able to stay in the city. He'd have to be going back to Toronto every night.
Yeah, but Toronto, they might have to go through the Bruins and the Lightning.
They're going to have to. Yeah, no way. It's gonna be tough for sure.
2 best teams in the league, right?
Yeah.
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 Well,
definitely.
other than the Flames as well.
Yeah, and then you're gonna have to go through Washington or Pittsburgh, depending on in the East Final after you get out of your division. It's a rough ride for some of those teams in the East for sure.
Yeah, they got some stacked teams. They got some teams like the Senators out there as well.
Oh yeah, they're living it up for sure. But
dude, how are the Kings? They're so far behind. They're really tanking, aren't they?
The Kings?
Yeah.
Yeah, except for when they play us, they get.
Well, that's fine because we're in the same division.
Yeah, that is.
But not really even anymore. I guess it is against the whole NHL.
Yeah.
But
speaking of the Senators, though, after we traded, after that trade, we traded Brian Gibbons to the Senators. He's been ripping it up there. 15 games, 5 goals, 7 assists, 12 points. 12 points in 15 games. Gotta regret that one, maybe.
Maybe. he kind of,
Yeah, he wasn't. Didn't really do much.
I think it's just he came in and they play kind of that more.
Yeah, he's playing on he's playing high minutes. I mean, they got really no one there. He's playing some top end minutes for sure, but yeah, good for him.
Yep. Golden Knights, Sharks. It could be a cool matchup, I think.
Yeah.
Who's the wild cards here? So it's gonna be.
Was it
gonna be the Stars?
Stars and Avalanche, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Stars and Avalanche. Yeah, I mean, it sucks to see Phoenix, Arizona out of it right now, but they can somehow crawl their way. I mean, it's starting to separate a little bit there, but
They
it would have been great for the hockey
games
there.
Left. They can catch them. It'd be tough.
Yeah.
Let's just keep the Canucks winning are kind of staying the same.
Mhm.
Oilers need to win. The Ducks are too close to people as well. Like I'm
I
looking
know,
at
yeah, exactly.
points right now, and it's like,
We've got
what
some
happened
games
to our
ahead
tank? We were
too.
so bad.
I know, exactly.
Like,
And then
dude,
we're
the
not.
Blackhawks are almost as bad as us. This is what happened. We peaked.
Yeah, the
We all
Kings aren't gonna
peaked.
catch us. Yeah, so it kind of sucks there.
Oh,
So we
man.
gotta have these teams ahead of us keep winning.
Dude, the Kings are the new Oilers, and we're the new Coyotes. It sucks. That's horrible. All right, well, that's interesting. Now, what are the scores? Who's playing tonight? It is Saturday, March 30th.
Mm-hmm.
Today, the Panthers beat the Bruins. Wow.
4-1. Wow.
Yeah, that's ooh. And
Yeah,
then the
that's a
Hurricanes
Beat
the Flyers. I don't
That
know,
team's
I
rolling.
don't know if that was impactful.
And the Hurricanes just keep rolling.
They're fighting.
Yeah, I mean they got a good team.
So we got Maple Leafs and Senators. So go Sens.
Yep.
And then
Caps Lightning.
Blues,
That's gonna be a
Devils.
good game.
Caps Lightning. Okay, I'm gonna flick that on the tube for sure.
Definitely. Yeah.
You'll watch that.
Night
Ducks
Sharks.
and Oilers. Oh, dude. It's going to be prime time hockey for me. It's going to be on live TV. I'm going to get the Sportsnet feed of the Oilers, and it's just going to be, oh, McDavid! Oh, McDavid!
Draisaitl.
Yeah. But that's how it always is. So sometimes I'll turn on the Anaheim Ducks feed just because it's like they don't have it. I mean, honestly, the Ducks don't really have anything else to talk about either.
Mm-hmm.
Like Gibson's in net tonight, so that'll be good.
Yeah. Well, what was like I was reading something about how the Oilers are like the first team in I don't know how many years to have two players that got 100 points in a season but failed to make the playoffs.
Yeah, so
That's
I quoted that tweet that the Oilers put out, and because they said Draisaitl and McDavid are the first two players to get 100 points since I think it was Ovi and Kuz.
Kuznetsov?
Was it Kuz? Yeah.
I don't think he's ever hit 100 points.
No.
Maybe
Ovechkin
Ovi
and
Backstrom.
somebody. Backstrom?
Maybe he's had maybe like a 100 points.
Here, let me hit Twitter.
I saw something
real
with
quick,
Stamkos
find
in like
it.
St. Louis or something like that. That might have been. There was like two different ones for team
No,
players
yeah,
that
it
got
is
100
Backstrom.
points or
It
is
says
okay.
Connor and Leon are the first teammates with 100 points each since Ovechkin and Backstrom in 09-10, and the first Oilers duo to hit the century mark together since the Curry and Carson in 89.
Yeah. But that 09-10
then,
team made the playoffs for Washington, right?
Yeah, and so I quoted that tweet on our account, and because that same night, the Capitals clinched the playoffs with 100 points. So it's like, hey, yeah, you both got 100 points, but literally the entire Capitals team has 100 points. So get your points where they matter, boys. You might hit 100 points, but I guarantee you, most of those are apples between each other.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
But you can't discount those boys. You can't discount them. They're real achievers, real good signings. I think. Draisaitl, I can't say he's overpaid now that he hit 100 points.
No.
But it's going to be tough to fill out that roster, especially with the likes of Lucic around there.
Yeah, I mean, they got just a bunch of no ones, honestly. I mean, you can't count out Nugent Hopkins, but imagine if Nugent Hopkins was their third line center and they really filled in those winger spots well, that'd be a really good team because they got a decent D-core back there.
Taylor Hall.
Yeah, Taylor Hall. I mean, looking back at it, Eberle, because now when they've traded everybody for who they got for him, it's turned into nothing now, I think, pretty much.
Larson's a good...
nothing.
Good defenseman.
Yeah.
I mean,
So they got Evan Bouchard on the back end, so they're pretty good defensively. Maybe add like another piece or so, and then figure out the
yeah,
goalie problem. But yeah, if they could just
they,
get some good wingers, obviously Hall would have been nice.
yeah, wingers or a good solid D man
Yeah.
like Bowen Byram, who
Ooh.
might be a pick for the Oilers, and that's who I
Yeah.
think the Oilers will go after based off of their position and their needs, unless they get a higher
Yeah.
pick, which might be available to them. Actually, you know what? They've actually raised up a little bit. They're not as far down in the standings as they once were.
They're ninth, I think. 1, 2, 3.
Ninth.
Yep,
Ooh.
ninth. So
Ooh,
hopefully
that'd be an
they.
interesting defenseman around there.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting players all around. You could get Caulfield somewhere in there. Ooh, that'd be a good pick.
Yeah, if they want a
But
winger.
I just don't even want to think about them getting another first.
Yeah, they don't deserve
Somehow,
it.
oh man, that would be horrible. Like I know
Yeah.
they have like a huge fan base, but spread the love.
Yeah, like come on. Seriously, it's 2010, 11, 12.
So
I think those are all
any other
first.
good games? Ooh, we got a playoff matchup maybe. Golden Knights Sharks game
Yeah,
as well at 6.
that's a big game.
Sabres Islanders. Sabres have an interesting team. I like their team. They're gonna be
Yeah, me too.
a powerhouse.
Yeah,
Do
definitely
they have
for
to
the future.
re-sign Skinner?
Yeah, that's the one thing. Resign Skinner.
I think he likes playing there.
I mean, yeah, I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, he's dipped off the second half of the season, but I mean, you can't blame him. He was racking up like as fast pace of Ovechkin. At one point, he was racking them up for sure, and then he's almost at 40, I think. But yeah, that'd be a good signing for sure.
Yeah. Well, a couple games to keep your eyes out for are the Capitals, Lightning, Ducks, Oilers. If you have any other teams that are playing, you can keep an eye on those. But I think that's going to be it for our podcast today. I mean, we're just kind of waiting for playoffs to come around, and then I think we're
Yep.
going to kind of cover the playoff rounds a little better. And,
Yeah.
just because it's boring hockey right now, at least to
Yeah.
me. I'm
Yeah,
just not
definitely.
focused on it.
Yeah.
But anyways, you can find us on Twitter at West Coast Sauce and on Instagram at West Coast Sauce Pod. You can watch and listen to our podcasts on YouTube, West Coast Sauce on there. Type that in, you'll find it. Maybe you'll see the logo. Probably something about podcasts as well. But thank you for listening and thank you for tuning in. Once again, I'm your host Garrett, here with Grady.
Later.
Yep, take it easy, guys.